Welcome back to Be Rich. Expanding on the Munger series, I thought I would talk about the inconsistency bias. What is this inconsistency bias? Inconsistency or avoidance bias is simply that once you form about a bad habit, it is very difficult for you to kick it. That is why most people find it difficult to quit smoking, quit gambling, or even quit bad habits. We don't recognize this as a bad habit. Being spendthrift and spending money without knowing how much you are spending is a big disease. It is not yet recognized as a disease. Shop alcoholism is a major concern in the world. Today's consumerism in West and in India is fueled by debt, credit card debt. Credit card debt is a huge problem, and while it drives the economy and is good for the nation, is very bad for the individual because you have no control over what you are spending. Credit card is actually an decoupling instrument. In behavioral psychology, there is something called decoupling. That is, when you actually have been the good old days before credit card, money when you had money, you could spend it, and the establishment would give you only credit to what you are good at. So it was very difficult to go broke unless you are gambling. But today, people earning 30,000 rupees in salary are given 3 lakh credit cards, knowing fully well they can never repay them. The attraction, the temptation is that they will spend and pay money in interest. In credit card, you pay interest to 50 to 60%. So, using of credit cards is a very bad habit that needs to be kicked. Unless you are extremely disciplined, please do not use credit cards. Other bad habits is in savings. Most of us are primed not to take risk. We assume that we should never take risk, but unless there is pain, there is no gain. It looks as if fixed deposits and checking accounts are the greatest way to save money because you assume you will never lose money. What you do not realize is inflation is slowly eating away in the value of your money, and over a period of time, fixed deposit is a very poor instrument to save, both in terms of taxes and inflation. Whereas most people find it very difficult to go and save through stocks or bonds or gold because it requires a lot of effort. It also requires discipline, and it also requires an effort to avoid pain, and also means that you have to take responsibility. These are big words, people do not want to do them. So it's very important that we learn to kick bad habits. Why do habits form? Habits form because our human hardware is millions of years old, while the demand of today's software is more. Our human body is programmed to survive millions of years ago, where survival is more important than being successful. So, when you had to survive, you had to form habits and make quick decisions and not wait to consider all the facts before making a decision. In today's world, it is impossible to make such quick decisions as far as investing, saving, and spending is concerned. So, we need to develop new habits, and you can start by making small habits every day. Every time you make a tiny habit and keep repeating it over a long period of time, it becomes a habit by itself. We will talk about habits some other day, but it is very important to recognize that bad habits last because our brain is programmed to make habits as shortcuts, and we need to break them. Thank you very much for watching Be Rich. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell notification. The comment sections below is open and you may feel free to comment. Send your mails to the mail ID given below so that I can get back to you. Thank you for watching Be Rich.